How weak. Istrid wore a disdainful expression as she scanned her surroundings. Anyone else? Interesting, leering at her curvaceous figure, Darkwrath licked his lips in excitement. Hey, pretty lady, let me have a taste of you. As he spoke, his toes tapped the ground, propelling him forward like a ghostly shadow. His body flickered in and out of existence, making it hard to figure out his movements. Istrid bellowed, "Die!" With a flick of her sword, two blades that were both swift and deadly danced forward. Just as her attack was about to hit their target, Darkwrath suddenly vanished from thin air. Hey, pretty lady, where are you looking? She heard a sinister voice behind her, and her expression changed slightly. Without looking back, she thrust her sword backward. She was fast, but Darkwrath was faster, and her sword sliced through the empty air. Taking advantage of her distraction, Darkwrath grabbed her but forcefully. Chuckling obscenely, he remarked, soft and supple. What a treasure. He didn't harm her, clearly reveling in playing with his prey like a game of cat and mouse. Fueled by the humiliation, Istrid erupted in fury. You will pay with your life. Her sword danced with rapid speed. In an instant, she was enveloped in a whirlwind of swirling blades that radiated with shimmering brilliance, yet, Darkwrath continued to flicker in and out of existence, appearing to be at ease and in control. Istrid was out of breath when Darkwrath suddenly wrapped her in an embrace from behind. His tongue slithered out on her face, and he licked her slowly and forcefully. Beauty, you're delicious. I'm going to eat you tonight. He chuckled devilishly, his face full of lust. You're seeking death. Her eyes were red from a mix of anger and embarrassment. She redirected her sword toward her own abdomen, intending to deal a severe blow to Darkwrath through herself. However, Darkwrath was obviously prepared as he pressed a finger onto a pressure point on her body. She let out a muffled groan and collapsed to the ground, her arm feeling so numb that she was unable to hold up her sword. Who are you? She asked in shock and anger. She didn't expect her opponent to be that strong. I am Darkwrath, ranked 8th on the 100 Immortals. Realization struck Istrid, and her expression changed. It was no wonder he was so formidable. He was among the top 10 highly skilled martial artists on the 100 Immortals. Pretty lady, what's the point of serving the Harmon family? You'd be better off with me. I'll make sure you live luxuriously, and every night will be like our honeymoon. Darkwrath licked his lips, smirking obscenely. How dare you? You insolent bastard. Seeing their leader humiliated, the shadow guards behind Istrid couldn't hold back any longer and brandished their swords, charging toward him. Fools. Darkwrath sneered and propelled out into their midst. With a swift motion, two steel claws extended out from his sleeves, piercing through the throats of two shadow guards. He then yanked back forcefully, painting the air with blood and flesh. The two shadow guards let out an anguished shriek before dying in immediate death. That wasn't the end, as his steel claws continued to strike fiercely and relentlessly. Like a violent storm, he was unstoppable. In the span of a few breaths, the entirety of the shadow guards were left lying on the ground. Half of them were dead, and the other half were seriously injured.